It's the all-new Sports Visions with Dale Williams and DJ Jones, your hometown sports guys. Two damn good dogs.
Welcome to the all-new Sports Visions. I'm DJ Jones alongside my good friend Dale Williams. How are you?
What's up, player?
I'm good, man. We are at the office. This is our new studio set, and when we're in town, 2979 North Lake Parkway, the Office Sports Bar and Grill. Dale, I'm telling you, the food is fantastic.
Food is great, DJ. Avian's great place to watch some football games.
Coming up in just a little bit, we have an opportunity to talk about college recruiting, and of course we have one of the local Suns as one of the favorites in the country in college football. We'll also talk a little about what it takes to recruit, and Dale, of course, Auburn and Alabama will be back at it this week.
That's right, DJ, and really the theme of the show, you can't lose in November.
All right, all that and a whole lot more coming up next on Sports Visions.
Every remaining 2017 Nissan must go at Headquarter Nissan. Over 400 left, and they're all priced to sell. Drive a new Rogue for just $19,800. $19,800. Drive a new Altima for just $17,540. $17,540. That's right, a new Rogue just $19,800. A new Altima just $17,540. And they're all backed by a lifetime warranty. Hurry, because once they're gone, they're gone.
Columbus, it's a Nissan town.
Welcome back to Sports Vision, Dale. I'll tell you what, when you talk about college football, and you have to be happy for Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs moved up to number 2 in this week's AP Associated Press poll. But you and I both know that a lot of that credit has to go to the recruiting that those coaches have been doing on the Bulldog staff. More importantly, Dale McGee, of course, local hero, hometown hero, former high school coach, former local star here at Kendrick High School. But Dale McGee has gone out and delivered some very, very top 4 and 5 star prospects.
I mean, that's been big for Dale, and really when you are rated the number 1 recruiter in the whole country, that's big, and that's volumes for Dale. I mean, really good guy, humble guy, seemed to be great when he gets in somebody's home or he gets a prospect. I mean, really look at the running back core of Georgia. He's recruited all those guys, and when you're a 5-star player, you got all your top recruiters coming in the house, but Dale's been closing on these guys.
And what's so difficult about today in recruiting is that, you got this new millennial athlete, and I know guys like us, old school, who believe in a different way of doing things, but Dale obviously has an opportunity, or has had the opportunity to deal with these kids, and he understands and can get down on their level. He obviously can go in and persuade their parents that the University of Georgia is where they need to be. But more importantly, I'm just impressed with his ability to communicate with these young athletes.
Well, that's been big, DJ. To be, like you said, the millennial kids, they're a little different, DJ, but at the same time, I think Dale has enough experience from being from Carver to Georgia Southern and being a former running back, DJ. I think he knows what it takes to be a good running back, but I think the biggest thing that he doesn't probably get the credit for is this, that he knows how to go into a family's house, go to the mom, go to the dad, the decision maker, and make that decision and make their family feel comfortable about, let me have your kid for 4 years.
Well, first and foremost, it all started at Carver High School just a few years ago when he won the state championship. Again, that was huge in this community. We had the opportunity to see that up close and personal. But more importantly, I think the best kept secret about Dale, I don't know if it's a secret when he's out recruiting, the fact that he was a star football player in high school, but he went on to play and start at defensive back at Auburn University. He was also a draft choice of the Arizona Cardinals in the National Football League, and a lot of people don't realize Dale has had experience in the National Football League. He's also played in, I believe, the World League, when the World League of American Football, when that league was going. But very, very ambitious young man. I remember as I was working with the War Dogs about 15, 16 years ago, and Dale was just deciding to come to an end with his career. He was looking to get into coaching. And he came to me at the War Dogs. I was the vice president of operations at that time, wanting to get a shot at coaching. Well, I was a little selfish. I wanted Dale to play for us. But he had convinced himself that he wanted to coach, but he went on out to Greenville, and that's where it all got started.
Well, really one of the things, a couple of things that stand out when you start talking about Dale Forrest, he's been groomed for a time like this. I mean, from playing a great player, a running back when he was in high school, to just recruiting, from the standpoint of being over at Auburn, knowing the behind the scenes of what actually players go through, then the Georgia Southern piece. I think really he has been groomed in every area of his coaching experience has led to him being a #1 recruiter in the whole country.
Now, I know when you talk about a guy like that seems like he's just on a fast track straight to the top. You know, ultimately, I guess you could answer Dale. I'm sure he would want to be a head coach at the level he's at now on the Division I level, but you also have to understand that, you know, it's a process, as they like to say. And somewhere soon, I'm sure he will have an opportunity to be an offensive coordinator. And I think that would be realistic to know that Dale can actually have the horizon of new head coach on his horizon once he becomes an offensive coordinator and is successful at it.
Yeah, because really a lot of people don't realize that to be a recruiter, you still got to be a coach too. And to do both of them and do both of them very well, it takes a lot of time and effort on the road, hard work. And like I said, you would never know that it's just such a hard job because they'll make it look so easy.
And one thing about it, that's how they get paid. You know, they get the better athletes, the better the team, and the more wins that they have and the more money that the coaches can make. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a short break. This is Sports Visions.
We're here at Headquarters Nissan's third annual charity golf tournament to support Mercy Med. Great turnout. Weather was a little rocky this morning, but it turned out to be a beautiful 62-degree weather today. So we thank all of our sponsors for coming out. Also, we'd like to say thank you for everybody that came out to Headquarters Nissan to see the Heisman Trophy. What a great event it was. Nissan sponsoring the Heisman House, which is very cool during college football. And I'd like to say, would somebody please take Alabama out of #1? Somebody's got to come out and do it. It could be Auburn. They're looking good right now. But thanks for everybody coming to Headquarters Nissan, and we look forward to seeing y'all next year at our 4th annual charity golf tournament.
And welcome back to Sports Visions. It's now time for our Atlanta Falcons report. And Dale, the Falcons went up to New York and played against the Jets in a nasty, nasty rainstorm. And again, you know, with all the turnovers, with all the mistakes, still were able to come out of there with a victory, and that's all that mattered.
That's all that matters, DJ. They really needed a victory this week, and I'm glad that they got it. Really, with the inclement weather, playing in inclement weather, you know you're going to have some turnovers and stuff, but they also have one bad habit again, DJ, getting inside the 20 and having to settle for field goals instead of touchdowns. Got to get touchdowns when you get in the red zone.
Absolutely. And again, you know, still got a little time to figure it out. Going into Charlotte to play against the Panthers, and you know the Charlotte still hadn't gotten themselves together either, and you know, so hopefully the Falcons can have a great week of practice, come back and get back to the offensive production that we're used to.
They still got some work to do, DJ, on the offensive side. They're still not clicking. Tevin Coleman did a great job of running, you know, 100-plus yards. Devontae Freeman, you know, got kind of dinked at the end of the game. But as long as they can get over 100 yards rushing, they're good. Matt Ryan still didn't throw for over 300 yards, which is one of the indicators that it's going to be a tight game when he's not on. Throwing the ball deep to Julio, they did good on that. But really, I've been kind of puzzled about the defense, DJ. I think really when you start grooming players to have all the speed and not that big, you got to attack with those guys instead of defend, because there's a lot of passes were caught underneath in zone coverage.
Well, Trufant obviously didn't have the greatest game either, and you know, it's you know, I saw him get run. They ran past him a few times, but again, you know, all in all, I still feel that the Falcons have a lot of footballs left to play, and they obviously made a good point by stopping the bleeding, by getting the victory, because they were coming off of a 3-game skid, which obviously 4 games, and then going into the Carolina. You know, first of all, when they get back home in 2 weeks, we want to make sure that we got our folks still excited about going to see those Falcons, because, again, that's going to be a huge game in 2 weeks at Mercedes-Benz Stadium against the Cowboys.
That's right. That's going to be a big game, but I think really the biggest game is going to be the next game, which they play the Panthers. This is a conference foe, and, you know, when the Falcons and the Panthers play, it's going to be a great game to beat them on the road. They actually need to sweep everybody in their division to get into the playoffs and not have to be the wild card team. They need to look at winning the division.
I tell you what, the Saints got to take your hats off to what they're doing down there, man. You know, Drew Brees just continues to amaze me, and I know when they made the move, obviously, to trade Adrian Peterson on, and they committed to Kamara as well as the big running back from Alabama,
Mark Ingram.
Hey, you know what? They knew what they had, and of course now they are at the top of the NFC East.
That's right.
NFC South, rather.
Well, you know, and not even that, they're playing better defense. And you know, really, when you got Drew Brees, you can write down he's going to have 5,000 yards, completion yards. and you don't always look at their defense, but their defense was giving up a lot of points. This year they're playing better defense, and that's why I think really that's been the success for the New Orleans Saints.
Just talk about some of the other intriguing storylines in the National Football League. I know when you talk about some of the teams that have been a surprise, if you will. Who do you think so?
Well, I still like the Rams. I just think what they're doing out there with the Todd Gurley piece and the Sammy Watkins piece, I think really they have shown themselves really a big-time foe. They're gonna battle with Seattle to win that West, and I think really their defense. A lot of people didn't give Jeff Fisher the credit, but they always had a good defense, and now combining some offense with with the Goff kid, Jared Goff being the quarterback, he's coming around. I like what I see with the Rams.
I tell you what, Philadelphia is doing outstanding, and of course New England is doing as well. Pittsburgh, I tell you, they're hanging in there, man, and a lot of good football.
A lot of good football. I like Mike Tomlin. I love how he handles his team. It seems like he is a player coach, and these guys like playing for him. The defense is stuck up, and then the Le'Veon Bell piece. What can you say about him? And Andre Brown. What can you say about these guys, man? They're playing good, but I think really they're going to have a match with the Patriots. I could see them playing for the AFC Championship, but down the line, as we say, there's still a lot of football to play.
Before we get out of here, man, big ups to Deshaun Watson out there with the Texans. I know that they didn't win this week, but of course he hung 4 touchdowns and threw for over 400 yards, man, and he is looking like a rookie that we've never seen before.
I mean, he's definitely a top rookie, man, that we hadn't seen before, but really it just goes to show you that it's a lot of teams that have gotten good young quarterbacks. The Texans are a surprise team, but then how can you not count the Tennessee Titans? They're doing good, but I think really everywhere in the South, AFC South and the NFC South, you got some good quarterbacks.
All right, we'll take a short break. This is Sports Visions.
Hello, my name is Mike Stone. I've had the privilege to serve as a volunteer at the Carpenters Way Ranch for over 20 years. Please join us for our annual Giving Childhood a Chance luncheon on November 7th at St. Luke Ministry Center in Columbus. This year's guest speaker will be Rudy Rudiger of Notre Dame football fame, whose story was captured in the acclaimed movie Rudy. For more information, please go to themethodisthome.org/events. Our house, Carpenters Way, is a ministry of the Methodist Home for Children and Youth.
Come on out to the Office Sports Bar and Grill. Whether meeting up with friends, colleagues, or family, you will feel right at home. We have live music from local artists, happy hour from 4 to 6 daily, and outstanding daily specials. The Office Sports Bar and Grill is not your typical sports bar. Come eat and drink like a boss.
Every remaining 2017 Nissan must go at Headquarter Nissan. Over 400 left, and they're all priced to sell. Drive a new Rogue for just $19,800. $19,800. Drive a new Altima for just $17,540. $17,540. That's right, a new Rogue just $19,800. A new Altima just $17,540. And they're all backed by a lifetime warranty. Hurry, because once they're gone, they're gone.
Columbus, it's a Nissan town.
You okay?
What happened?
Dad kind of walked into my swing.
Don't you mean Dad kind of ruined our Hawaii fund?
I should go to the hospital.
There goes the airfare. I don't think health insurance will cover all of that. Without that cash from Aflac, we might have to choose between Hawaii or your face.
Hawaii.
What?
Oh, Hawaii.
You might have less coverage than you think. Visit Aflac.com and keep your lifestyle healthy.
Attention Columbus, Fort Benning, Phoenix City, and the surrounding areas. Sports Visions Entertainment presents the Party Bus Lifestyle. Take a trip with us. Don't worry about driving. 15, 25, 30 of your sorority sisters, fraternity brothers, family, or friends. Get to travel in luxurious lifestyle, in town or out of town visits. Come travel with us and experience the exclusive luxury Party Bus Lifestyle. Call 706-681-1136 or 706-681-5192. And welcome back to Sports Visions. It's now time for our On the Wall segment, Dale, and this is an opportunity for us to, of course, respond to our viewers, our callers, our Facebook friends and all the people that email us wanting to know about what's going on in the world of sports, or more importantly, what we think about the topics of the day, of the week. And in this particular case, the University of Florida just let go of Coach McElwain, of course, after 2.5 years into his deal. He was a guy that came on the scene and took his team to an SEC East title right away. But here in the last few months, for whatever reason, the new athletic director and Coach McElwain don't see eye to eye, and he was asked to step down. Actually, a mutual understanding for him to leave.
Well, you know, DJ, it's a lot goes into college coaching right now. You know, for the McElwain piece, they never blend, you know, and the Jeremy Foley stepping down as the AD and making a transition, I think was an ideal situation for him to get out, because the new AD, he wasn't his guy. So I think really, you know, the losing down in Florida after being spoiled by Steve Spurrier and Urban Myers for years, the climate and the culture at Florida is basically changing. They're not going to accept losing, and I think McElwain did a lot of things that kind of shot himself in the foot, but I think really people just don't realize how much stuff a head coach is really responsible for in this day and time.
Well, one thing about it is, as you mentioned it before, coming off of a Spurrier offense and, of course, the offensive production of, you know, when you talk about Urban Meyer, you know, McElwain was supposed to be another savior, an offensive savior, and he came in talking about, you know, what he could do. And even though they did win, he won the SEC East his second year in or so. But the bottom line is they were 112th out of all the Division I football teams as far as offensive production, and you know that's just not going to get it at Florida. And the fact of the matter is that, like you said, when you got a new boss coming in, as he did with the AD coming over, who's familiar with the Dan Mullins of the world down at Mississippi State, who's familiar with the Charlie Strongs of the world, this guy obviously has a little bit more idea of a person that he has to bring in to get this program, because this is a national championship level program, because they've won in recent times, and people in Florida had stopped coming to the games. The ticket sales were down. They weren't as enthusiastic about the program, and the overall morale was just was shot. So they had to make a change.
Yeah, from top to bottom. And, you know, like I said, you know, one thing about Florida, they have a spirit of excellence down there too. Not in just football, all the sports. And I think really a thing that took a whole spin on this whole firing was the culture, the actual culture of the football program. Those 12 kids or so got suspended for the whole year. I mean, really, you can't compete like that. But then at the same time, you know, it's a statement called what? Institutional control. And when that coach loses institutional control over their player, you can best believe something big is going to happen, you know, even from the facility standpoint. And we've heard that facility story before, DJ, about, you know, we don't have the money or the funds to get these facilities done. And really, in a recruiting sense, facilities are just as big as the biggest thing in your program, really.
Let's just get down to the nitty-gritty. When you're talking about football on this level, of course, when you're talking about the SEC, the Floridas, the Georgias, the Alabamas, it's all about winning. And, of course, winning brings on, of course, more money. And more money becomes more pressure on these coaches. And you know what? God bless them. I know that they make the, you know, $4, $5, $6, $7 million a year. But you know what? They deserve it, because they bring in tens of millions of dollars to the university. And, again, their job depends on wins and losses.
Wins and losses, DJ. But, you know, one of the biggest things, the biggest thing that you're going to hear is buyout clause. You know, a coach, McElwain, he can leave with a good attitude. You still got to pay me. And, you know, and like what we always say, DJ, they're just going to slow pay him. You know, if you owe $12 million, they ain't going to just write you a check for $12 million. It's going to take some time for them to break it down, but they're going to pay you. But I think that one of the biggest things is when you take on a head coaching job in a big-time Division I school that brings in hundreds of millions of dollars, you better be prepared to handle from the ADs of the world to the alumni of the world. You got to handle a lot of stuff, but most of all, you still got to have control of your program and your kids.
Lastly, when you say, what do you expect? Well, the folks at Florida, here they are 2.5, almost 3 years into their program and not showing any progress. The University of Georgia hired Kirby Smart 2 years ago. Right now, they are in national contention. So that shows people, or that gives people an idea that, hey, we don't have to wait 3, 4, 5 years to win. We could win right away.
That's right, DJ. And one big thing, and if I'm a Florida guy, I'm kind of concerned too, because I've never seen the talent level as low at Florida than it is right now. And that's one thing, we played against Florida all our lives. But at the same time, to see that talent level be down that low, but really the fan participation piece, I've never seen it being that low, DJ. To look at a Gator Bowl or down in Jacksonville doing the cocktail party, that you have that many empty seats, that can tell you, hey, something's getting ready to happen.
All right, we'll take a short break. This is Sports Visions.
This is Darryl Bird, the headquarters Nissan. When Dale and DJ go on the road with Sports Visions, they go on the road with a Nissan vehicle. For all your Nissan vehicle needs, call Darryl at headquarters Nissan at 706-304-9681.
Come on out to the Office Sports Bar and Grill. Whether meeting up with friends, colleagues, or family, you will feel right at home. We have live music from local artists, happy hour from 4 to 6 daily, and outstanding daily specials. The Office Sports Bar and Grill is not your typical sports bar. Come eat and drink like a boss.
Hello, my name is Mike Stone. I've had the privilege to serve as a volunteer at the Carpenters Way Ranch for over 20 years. Please join us for our annual Giving Childhood a Chance luncheon on November 7th at St. Luke Ministry Center in Columbus. This year's guest speaker will be Rudy Ruettiger of Notre Dame football fame, whose story was captured in the acclaimed movie Rudy. For more information, please go to themethodisthome.org/events. Our House Carpenters Way is a ministry of the Methodist Home for Children and Youth.
Are you okay?
What happened?
Dad kind of walked into my swing.
Don't you mean Dad kind of ruined our Hawaii fund?
I should go to the hospital.
There goes the airfare. I don't think health insurance will cover all of that. Without that cash from Aflac, we might have to choose between Hawaii or your face.
Hawaii.
What?
Oh, Hawaii.
You might have less coverage than you think. Visit Aflac.com and keep your lifestyle healthy.
Aflac! Every remaining 2017 Nissan must go at Headquarters Nissan. Over 400 left, and they're all priced to sell. Drive a new Rogue for just $19,800. $19,800. Drive a new Altima for just $17,540. $17,540. That's right, a new Rogue just $19,800. A new Altima just $17,540. And they're all backed by a lifetime warranty. Hurry, because once they're gone, they're gone.
Columbus, it's a Nissan town.
Attention Columbus, Fort Benning, Phoenix City, and the surrounding areas. Sports Visions Entertainment presents the Party Bus Lifestyle. Take a trip with us. Don't worry about driving. 15, 25, 30 of your sorority sisters, fraternity brothers, family, or friends. Get to travel in luxurious lifestyle, in-town or out-of-town visits. Come travel with us and experience the exclusive luxury Party Bus Lifestyle. Call 706-681-1136 or 706-681-5192. And welcome back to today's final segment of Sports Visions. Dale, I tell you, that's an exciting week of football, exciting weekend of football. Good to see that Auburn and Alabama is back on slate, of course, well rested. And I'm really eager to see Petway and Johnson together healthy finally.
Finally we're going to see what kind of running game Auburn has, and I think really the running game really would be great for Auburn to close out this season with, because for the running, Gus is a master, a magician at play-action passes. And if the running game's going, they can really get some things done passing the ball. But I think one of the biggest things, you got to keep those two big guys ready and able. But November's here, DJ, and it's time for some money games right now.
Also very proud of Dale McGee, of course, the former Columbus native who is now the running back coach at the University of Georgia, who has been selected or ranked as the top recruiter in all of college football. And I tell you, that's some pretty heady stuff, man.
That's big, and really hats off to Dale, because it is a hard job. Trust me, to be a head coach in a Division I program like Georgia and be the top recruiter, hey, hats off to you.
And you know what? We can't leave out Major League Baseball, because the World Series was everything it was cracked up to be, man. Both Houston and L.A. very deserving, man. Back and forth, it was 2-2. Then, of course, the big win by the Astros, put them up 3-2. By the time this show airs, there's no telling who would have won. But I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction. I'm going to say that the Houston Astros have taken it to the hoop.
Well, I'm a traditionalist, and I think the Kershaw piece, him pitching, you got a Kershaw or a Sandy Koufax, as the old boys would say, you got a chance.
All right. Now, again, NBA season is going in full effect. We expect to be going into the newly renovated Phillips Arena real soon. And, you might not necessarily know the names of the Hawks. They're not household names like LeBron and CP3 and all the rest of those guys, but you can't count those Hawks out.
You can't count them out, DJ, but I think it's almost going to be like an expansion year. You got to get some players. And really, I can't wait to talk to Dominique about the real program because he's been on a lot of ownerships, and I want to see what's different about this ownership than anything.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for all the sports we have for you today. For Dale Williams, I'm DJ Jones, reminding you to keep your eye on the ball. Have a great week.
Be sure to check out our Facebook page, Sports Visions TV Show, or our website, www.sportsvisionsusa.com.
Every remaining 2017 Nissan must go at Headquarter Nissan. Over 400 left, and they're all priced to sell. Drive a new Rogue for just $19,800. $19,800. Drive a new Altima for just $17,540. $17,540. That's right, a new Rogue just $19,800. A new Altima just $17,540. And they're all backed by a lifetime warranty. Hurry, because once they're gone, they're gone.
Columbus, it's a Nissan town.
Attention Columbus, Fort Benning, Phoenix City, and the surrounding areas. Sports Visions Entertainment presents the Party Bus Lifestyle. Take a trip with us. Don't worry about driving. 15, 25, 30 of your sorority sisters, fraternity brothers, family, or friends. Get to travel in luxurious lifestyle, in-town or out-of-town visits. Come travel with us and experience the exclusive luxury Party Bus Lifestyle. Call 706-681-1136 or 706-681-5192.
Come on out to the Office Sports Bar and Grill. Whether meeting up with friends, colleagues, or family, you will feel right at home. We have live music from local artists, happy hour from 4 to 6 daily, and outstanding daily specials. The Office Sports Bar and Grill is not your typical sports bar. Come, eat and drink like a boss.
Hello, my name is Mike Stone. I've had the privilege to serve as a volunteer at the Carpenters Way Ranch for over 20 years. Please join us for our annual Giving Childhood a Chance luncheon on November 7th at St. Luke Ministry Center in Columbus. This year's guest speaker will be Rudy Ruettiger of Notre Dame football fame, whose story was captured in the acclaimed movie Rudy. For more information, please go to themethodisthome.org/events. Our house, Carpenters Way, is a ministry of the Methodist Home for Children and Youth.
Are you okay?
What happened?
Dad kind of walked into my swing.
Huh?
Don't you mean Dad kind of ruined our Hawaii fund?
I should go to the hospital.
There goes the airfare. I don't think health insurance will cover all of that. Without that cash from Aflac, we might have to choose between Hawaii or your face.
Hawaii.
What?
Oh, Hawaii.
You might have less coverage than you think. Visit Aflac.com and keep your lifestyle healthy.
Aflac! Every remaining 2017 Nissan must go at Headquarter Nissan. Over 400 left, and they're all priced to sell. Drive a new Rogue for just $19,800. $19,800. Drive a new Altima for just $17,540. $17,540. That's right, a new Rogue just $19,800. A new Altima just $17,540. And they're all backed by a lifetime warranty. Hurry, because once they're gone, they're gone.
Columbus, it's a Nissan town.
Attention Columbus, Fort Benning, Phoenix City, and the surrounding areas. Sports Visions Entertainment presents the Party Bus Lifestyle. Take a trip with us. Don't worry about driving. 15, 25, 30 of your sorority sisters, fraternity brothers, family, or friends. Get to travel in luxurious lifestyle, in-town or out-of-town visits. Come travel with us and experience the exclusive luxury Party Bus Lifestyle. Call 706-681-1136 or 706-681-5192.
Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones. You might know me from my athletic career at Carver High School, University of Georgia, or my sports broadcasting career. I know a lot of people, but when it comes to an attorney I trust, I call Forrest B. Johnson.
Consider us first. When you or any member of your family has been involved in an automobile accident, remember, car wreck, get a check.
Call now, 706-223-5380.
Call now.